Hey everybody, we had some crappy weather in Pennsylvania today, so instead of hitting up some outdoor flea markets, we turned our sights back to this indoor flea market. Hadn't been here in 2 weeks, so stopped by to see if they had any new boxes, cases, or old vintage cards, and we usually find some good stuff here.
That was a new rack case, huh? 87 rack. But that's like one of those master cases.
It's a $6.
Yeah, it's not a $3 one.
I wish it wasn't 87 tops.
You're thinking about doing like, oh sick, baseball case OPG for 50.
50, I didn't see that.
I think I'm gonna buy that.
Really? Backlots.
Yeah. There's 24 boxes in there.
68 Gaylord Perry for $1.
What?
Just a pretty nice shape too.
Yeah, this is nice. His like vintage card is always so cheap.
Just went here last time.
Batting leaders. 62 tops. Who else is on there? Is Mantle on there?
No.
Ted Williams, 58 tops for $5.
It's pretty sick.
Someone finally buy that Steve Carlton card.
The rookie. I don't see it.
Yeah. I've been watching that card for a while.
Like $65.
He's on for 65. There's a Mantle, 57. 350.
PSA 4.
I don't know what that goes for.
What's that one? The 62
Roger
Mariners.
Maris one. Right, there's no price on it.
120.
Oh,
Yeah,
120.
I guess it is a 120.
He like reorganized these. They used to be like all shuffled, so you can only see like half the card. Bobby Bonds Gold Cup
I
card.
always liked that Lou Gehrig card. Didn't Dad have that?
Yeah, I think that's, what is that, 61?
I think so.
Ken Griffey rookie for 3.
That's not bad either. You know, for deck for $36. Was that here last time?
Yeah, that was here last time.
That's
This
a
is
good
new.
deal too. 80 tops is definitely a good deal.
77 tops up for 150.
I don't remember seeing that last time either.
Yeah, that's new. I wonder what the condition on that is.
Looking F base card. Was that new last time? $15. Yeah, 77 tops. What? Dale Murphy rookie. Who else is in that?
Andre Dawson.
Oh yeah, Dawson is in 77. What those cards look like?
Yeah, I wonder what kind of shape they're in. That Mantle PSA is
Good deal.
gorgeous.
293 upper deck. Factory sealed. $15.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
It's not bad.
Jeter,
Very bottom there.
Jeter
I can't-
rookie card there.
I can't even see what's in the bottom. 90 upper deck for 10.
It's a 78, 79 basketball complete set for like $40.
Huh. 250 a whole set. It's on the floor. It's pretty cool. $5.
I think these are the ones with 5 cards per pack.
Only 5?
Yeah, look, there's 24 boxes in here. It's pretty light.
Slim boxes. You get anything else? And then Gaylord Perry, 68.
I don't know. I don't know if I see $100 worth of stuff that I want. I don't know if I should buy any of these. 54 Yogi Berra for 25.
It's a cool card. Remember the reprint of that. Here's that Pete Rose. 69 tops. $10. Ripken rookie. I remember that being here last time, but $20 is pretty steep for that.
That's real steep.
I paid 10 for it a long time ago.
Do you want anything? You don't want that rack case?
Nah, I did the 87 top break. I don't want to do another one. It's a good deal though. Definitely a real good deal.
Alright, see you later. Have a good one.
Have fun. See ya.
See ya.
All right, everybody, back from that indoor flea market. It was really crappy weather up here in Pennsylvania today. Lots of rain, so we didn't get a chance to go out to the outdoor flea markets because, honestly, there'd be nobody there. So we went to this indoor one. We also went to a couple other places, but they didn't have too much in the way of baseball cards. So we're just going to focus on this case right here. Looks like this came from New York, and whoever ordered this had 50 cases in their order. And it is a sealed case. I got it for $50. And as you saw on the front, there are 24 boxes in this case. So that's roughly $2 per box. We're going to open this case up now, take out a box, crack it open, and see what you can expect from 1992 OPG. All right, so here we go. 1992 OPG. I don't know if you ever bought too many of these boxes or packs when you were kids. No, I didn't. But I guess some people did, especially if you're in Canada. Here is our first look at what's in the case. Looks like the boxes are in there upside down. You can see they were manufactured up in Canada and I guess distributed by the Topps company out of Brooklyn. And here's what the box looks like. Let me clear some space and get a better shot of this. All right, so the case I thought said 1992. I'm going to have to go back and double check. But this actually says 1991 OPG. You can see Nolan Ryan is on the front. That's what the side looks. And you can tell that the box is pretty thin. There were 36 packs per box. And I think there was only like 5 to 7 cards per pack. Let me check that out. Yeah, 7 cards per pack. There's the wrapper right there. All right, so let's bust these packs open and see what we get inside. I'll probably be sending these packs, or at least a few of them, to my Patreon patrons on the $7 tier level. OPG Premier. This is the first time I've opened any packs of these on the channel. You can see that we get some Hall of Famers in here. Wade Boggs, Kirby Puckett. And there's what the back looks like. Pretty basic, not a lot of stats on the back, no biographical information. You get a little bit of French there, the word career in French, and also the position is in French, but that's pretty much it. That was our first pack. Next pack, probably won't do this whole box. There's the wrapper. Nothing really too crazy going on in here. I guess the best card you can find in OPG Premier, by the way. Regular OPG was designed after 91 Topps. This set has 132 cards. Just looking for Hall of Famers. I don't really think there's any good rookies in this set. 1991, there's Ken Griffey Jr. That's a decent one. That's probably one of the better cards in the set, Griffey. 1991 is known to have some good rookies in some of these releases, like Mike Mussina or Pedro Martinez, when some of the traded. Jeff Bagwell, Ivan Rodriguez. But none of those guys are in OPG Premier. There's Roger Clemens. You would expect to get a lot of the stars. Like, that's a pretty good back-to-back-to-back right there. Clemens, Puckett, Boggs. A lot of the stars in a 132 card set. Just because you would figure they would put the 132 best players in that set and leave out some of the backups and quadruple A players, you know, players that go up and down in between the majors and minors. There's a Gary Carter in that pack. He is a Hall of Famer. All right, here's our next pack. We have a Gary Scott. Some of you might remember him. I don't remember him too much. Bernard Gilkey, Danny Jackson, Dave Winfield, Hall of Famer. Delano DeShields, Kevin Mitchell, Dave Parker. The pictures are pretty good on these cards. At least there's not a lot of standing around, just staring at the camera. All of the pictures seem to be action shots for the most part. There's Mo Vaughn, Jeff Reardon, Oral Hershiser, Junior Felix, a checklist. So these are all the cards you can expect to get. That's the entire set right there, all 132. So if you want to pause it and see if your favorite player is in there, by all means, go ahead and do so. And Frank Thomas just missed his rookie card by a year there. Frank Thomas's rookie card, of course, is 1990.
Best rookie card that he has, probably 90 Leaf. Have to do one of those boxes one of these days. All right, here's our next pack. No one crazy good in there. Tim Raines is the best one, Hall of Famer. Tim Raines cards aren't worth that much, unfortunately. Speaking of Tim Raines, kind of thinking about maybe doing 81 Topps for Throwback Thursday this week. Not really sure, though. I usually make my final decision on Monday. Usually at work on my lunch break. I'll get on there and pick up a new box, have it shipped my way, and usually get it on Wednesday. So we'll see. I like to shop around a little bit. Sometimes I'll find something that I want, and then I'll go to eBay sold listings, and I'll see that it's sold for way less, like a couple weeks before. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not going to pay an extra $200 just because I missed out on something. I'll just wait. All right, next pack. Really excited for Panini Prism. Just got reminded by that because someone just bought a space, just popped up on my phone. Panini Prism has 3 autos, George Brett, Ryan Sandberg. Those are some pretty good ones. We got Prism this week and also Topps Big League that's coming out. I was surprised that Topps Big League actually sold out a lot faster than Prism, but I guess that's because Topps Big League is a lower end product. You don't get guaranteed autographs in each box, whereas Prism, you're guaranteed to get at least 3 per box, which is nice. Panini always delivers more hits per box than Topps on average, unless you're buying a more high-end Topps product, such as Tier 1, you get nothing but hits. I'm hoping my Tier 1 comes in tomorrow. Really frustrating just sitting there watching the tracking information and seeing it sitting in a distribution center in Chicago and not moving since like May 10th. That's never fun. I'm about ready to have to start calling people and see what the heck's going on. All right, next pack. Dennis Eckersley. 0.61 on run average in 1990. Check that out. Very, very dominant. That was his best year. 0.61. Next, we got a Sandy Alomar, Willie Wilson, Alex Fernandez, Dave Stieb, Kevin Moss, Willie Frazier, and Alan Trammell. That's not a bad one. Another Hall of Famer. For some reason, I thought there was 48 packs in these, but there's only 36. I don't know. I was talking to my brother, and I was like, yeah, there's 48 packs in those ones. I might have been thinking of Studio. But that just is because I haven't opened too much OPG. Kind of stay away from OPG. I did buy that entire set of 1981 OPG at a flea market about 2 weeks ago. There's a Ricky Henderson commemorating his 939th stolen base to set an all-time Major League record that, who knows, that might never be broken. There's not a lot of teams willing to send their guys so freely as they were back in the mid to late 80s or early 80s. You had Vince Coleman running all over the place. Kenny Lofton in the early 90s, remember him? Ricky Henderson was always running. But now with analytics, they don't want to send the guys as much because they don't want to risk the out. So that's why we've seen a big drop-off in stolen bases. If you steal 30 bags nowadays, it's usually good enough to be right up there in the league leaders, maybe even have the most. I might be able to get the entire set from just this one box, as there's only 132 cards. Like, I've seen Ray Langford, Andres Galarraga, Willie Wilson a few times now. There's Dale Murphy with the Phillies. Can't like seeing him in a Phillies uniform if you're a diehard Braves fan. That must have hurt. All right, next pack, we got John Olerud, Roberto Alomar, Dennis Eckersley again, another Ricky Henderson, Don Mattingly. That's the first Mattingly that we've seen. Donnie Baseball. Would like to see him in the Hall of Fame someday. It's another break I was thinking about doing. Maybe 84 Donruss, but those authenticated boxes are usually around like $500, which is pretty steep. It's by far the most expensive 1984 box, that 84 Donruss. Don Mattingly is very in demand still. Got a Bob Ojeda again. Cecil Fielder, Robin Yount, Fred McGriff. The crime dog, Alex Cole. He was on the Pirates for a brief spell. Didn't really play too long with us. All right, next pack. We got Glenn Davis, Cal Ripken. That's the first time we've seen that Ripken card. They had his rookie card at that flea market for $20 for his Fleer rookie card. There's Tony Gwynn, but I wasn't going to pay that much. Could probably actually find that card for around 10 on eBay in similar condition. Next pack, we got Corey Snyder, Gary Carter again, Santiago. There's the Nolan Ryan. Pitched 7th career no-hitter on May 1st, 1991. Wasn't that the same date they said Ricky stole his record-setting base? Can't remember, but maybe it was. That'd be pretty cool. That's another record that I don't know if that'll ever be broken. Nowadays, who's got the most in the majors now? Mike Fiers has 2. I know that. Is anyone ever going to get to 7 no-hitters? That card's got the weird little indentations from being stuck in the foil presser. Maybe Max Scherzer could possibly get there someday. Who knows? I don't know if that'll ever be broken. There's some records out there that just probably will likely never be broken, such as Cal Ripken Jr.'s consecutive game streak. Ricky Henderson's stolen base record also is pretty safe. What else? Cy Young's record of 511 career wins. That'll never even be close to being broken. It might be a long time until we see another guy reach 300 wins, which always was kind of like a magic number for pitchers. 3,000 hits is a magic number for batters. Basically, if you got 3,000 hits whenever I was growing up, that was a guaranteed ticket to Cooperstown. Same thing with 300 wins, but not so much anymore with the whole PED era and everything. That cheapened a lot of statistics and makes the 3,000 hit plateau not a sure thing anymore. Willie McGee. Joe Carter. Roger Clemens. Only 3 more packs of this box break. Luis Soho. I just figured we'd open these up. I don't consider this to be one of the worst sets of all time. It's a small little set. I would probably give it, I don't know, probably like a C-. Small set, 132 cards, no inserts. At least it has the Hall of Famers, and there are not really any rookies at all. So probably I'd give this a C-. But for $2 a box, I could not pass that up. I figured some of you probably would want to see what this looks like. Ricky Henderson, yeah, May 1st, 1991. Same date as Nolan Ryan pitched his 7th career no-hitter. That was a record-setting day, and also what's cool about that, that's my son EJ's birthday, May 1st. All right, so thank you so much for watching, everybody. Not a really good weekend to go out to the flea market shopping with the weather and everything, but next week we've got some big plans, doing some big things. My brother's going to be busy all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I have some plans also for Saturday and Sunday, so look for some cool videos next weekend. In the meantime, we'll be doing some case breaks this week, and I'll have some other videos here and there for you. I hope you enjoyed the video, everybody, and I will see you all later.